doing on different sides. We do a little bit more oil. See, a lot of the time with the stance I'm in, it's what's called the archer stance in this. I'm not putting any strain on my back, I'm doing it on my knee. You see, over that side I was probably leaning more in with my right knee. This time I lean in, you get yourself comfortable. We spoke about the table. As a rule, it's fingertip height. The reason this isn't because this is the height I like to work. It's only a little bit higher, but it's just a general oversee of it. So from this angle, I find it easier, and it's nice on the foot. There we go. I'm using the tips of my fingers, or you can use your knuckles. Just want to show you various techniques. Knuckles is a really nice one. How does that feel?
That's nice.
Yeah, it's lovely because you get it's just flowing. The blood and the oxygen will flow like crazy to that. That's where you get a lot of tension. So you've gone that, and then you'll smooth it out with your fingers if you so wish, or even use two hands. So again, from this angle, as opposed to the angle I did it before, just stretching a little bit. Again, not too much. You're not going to you don't want to pull the feet off, the toes off. So, and then you just, but push in between that way. This is just showing you that you can do it that way, you can do it this way. You will find the way that is comfortable for you. There is no right or wrong way as a masseuse or masseur to do this. But this, if they like the feet done, it's a wonderful feeling. You enjoy this, don't you?
Yeah.
So, yeah. We've already exposed this area. You may be thinking, why have we exposed there if we're working on the feet? Don't forget we're working, it's all as one. We're classing it all as one, alright? So we go around there. That's really nice, alright? And just stretch it. Just, you see, thumb work. Just very gentle. Just very, very gentle. What I'm going to do then, just go around there. Again, I'm just going to use a little bit of sanitizer. You don't have to do this with the sanitizer, but you know, you're working on somebody's feet, they do get a little bit funny sometimes. So I'm just going to introduce a little bit more oil, and I'm going to do the longer strokes, the effleurage again. Just, there we go, round there. See there, heading towards the buttocks. As you're doing this, you can also use the straddle stance, where I'm just bending my knees, my back's not hurting at all. You do it after 4 or 5 massages, it's a nice feel. You know, you've got no problems. Otherwise, you're leaning. Some people you see lean like that. Why? You're putting all your pressure is going to your knees. So it's important to learn how to stand properly and how to, you know, get the height of the table and how to just flow, because you will flow with your stand. You won't even think about how you're standing. After a few days of learning and doing massage, you won't even think about how you're standing. It'll come natural. But if you do feel as if you've got aches and pains, then to me you're not standing right. So it's important you get into a habit of doing it right first of all, then it will just flow. It is habitual then. So I'm just, see there, this is another way of doing it. See, see my hands just gliding over towards the patella, the back of the kneecap, there we go, just gliding over. And when I said about there, just smoothing it down, you can smooth it down. That way, this is another lymph node you can just drain. So you can do it down that way. Again, we talk about the rule of thumb towards the heart, but you can do it towards the ankle, which will really, really be great for lymphatic drainage. Just drain it, get rid of all the toxins out of the body. What you might want to do is just angle that, because you're not really touching the foot properly. Again, you're just angling it like that. That's why I've shown you both ways. Okay, so I'm then doing it from this angle as opposed to standing there and coming up. So there we go, going on there. See, again, I'm coming here, that way. If you think to yourself, well, you said about the lymph node there, that's fine, because we're going to be going back towards there. See, pushing. See there, over, just pushing down all the time. And with your thumb, going like that. Another way to do it is lifting, is the petrissage we spoke about. And it may look as if you're being a bit aggressive with this, But don't forget, like I say, you're breaking down cellulite, you're breaking down toxins, you're doing lots of work. This looks more like a sports massage, but it is important to do this. But once you've done any kind of work like this, always smooth it out. One of the most important things is always smooth it out with your effleurage type of stroke. So there's 2 strokes I've used so far, being effleurage and petrissage with the lifting, and also the rolling. 3 strokes, sorry, I've been using the rolling. Again, you think there, you'll be able to feel, sometimes you can feel that it's a bit tense. Maybe a bit tense, and you think to yourself, whoa, I've loosened it a bit, but maybe I could do a bit more. And this is where like your cupping comes in, where that, could you just tuck that into your briefs for me, please?
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine, as long as you're comfortable. Yeah, you're comfortable with that. See, I haven't spoken to Lisa much, have I, recently? Because I've already determined what kind of, how much chat we need. If she wanted to talk, I'm pretty certain she would be talking by now, wouldn't she? So she'd be, what are you doing? It's not like her being a hairdresser. Someone will lead the conversation. Always let your client lead the conversation. Lisa hasn't spoke. And I'm pretty certain if Lisa's coming for a massage, she's coming for, you would have found out on the form that I showed you, that she's coming in for a relaxation. May have a few problems on the legs, stands on the legs all day. She's actually a masseuse. So she stands on the legs all day, she's a bit tired. So you'll know that from the form, you'll think, need to work on the legs a little bit. But I'm not going to endlessly talk, because that's probably what she has to do all day. So let's chill, get the music nice, get the ambience nice, and just do what you've got to do. Always like that. I'll be showing you, right? And you'll always go into this stroke afterwards. Using the sides of your hand, or your fingertips, you can use either. But I tend to use a little bit at the side. Again, smooth it out. And that would be all I would do on that side of Lisa's legs. Right, see there, when I pick the oil up, I would maintain that I'm touching all the time. I'm going around there, just touching her still. Okay? I may leave the oil there, but I'm touching Lisa still. I'm just going to bring this down just a little bit around there, sorry. Tuck it in a little bit for you.
Okay.
And let's have a look. We'll do your shoulders now, Lisa. Right, just do your shoulders and your arms a little bit. So. You will have established whether Lisa wants her tummy done. A lot of people will not have the tummy done. If you would have asked before, because sometimes you'll drape one across there, a towel across there, and a towel across here. That's when you decide whether they want them, how they are. The other thing I've never mentioned at the start of the video, you would say to your clients about taking all jewellery off if they can. Especially if they've got a necklace on, if they're having back, neck, shoulder. Also if they've got a bra on, only for the females, Jack. If they've got a bra on, some men are strange these days. You can undo the bra, ask them to undo the bra at the back, or take it off, whatever they feel comfortable with. Always ask your client. Don't think, they keep the bra on, they turn on the front, and then you start undoing the bra. That's violation. You've got to ask the client. If they're happy, could you undo it? And sometimes they'll say, if you forget to say it, yeah, carry on, just undo it. Not a problem, just undo it. Okay, so I've introduced oil all upper arm, yeah? And by a shoulder. I'm going to be working on a shoulder in a second, sorry, when I swap her over, change her over onto the front. But this time, I'm just rubbing the oil in and just doing gently over there. There we go. Doing gently, nice and gentle.
Sorry.
Got a hand like that. There we go. Just introducing a bit of oil as well on the back end. This is how I do it.